quite the haul there.
I didn't even scratch the surface of what it's capable of. It's got more room in it than the Excursion.
Oh my God, no.
When you include the back seat, it's pretty much as big as the Excursion's back storage area.
Oh, we're ready for a party now.
All right, so this is the return filter for the tank. This is the one that's got the big old gnarly filter in it. Everything's drained. I got my guys here to do the rebuild. But before we take this cover off, let's clean around it. Can use these guys to kind of, oh yeah, this is, you gotta be careful with this cleaner because I used, oh man, yeah, I should have used brake clean. This stuff takes paint off like crazy. I'm using carb cleaner because my local parts place couldn't get me brake clean. They were out of brake clean. So yeah, we destroyed the paint, whatever. Get all this dirt out. I think we're good. Wearing gloves today because my left finger, this one right here, this knuckle got torn up. Yeah, there she is. Now it turns. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of schmegma down there. Look at that. All right, so this is our rebuild kit, plus the actual filter housing. I'm gonna bring these back with me and build them at my buddy's place instead of out here in the field where I'm gonna get all dirty. All right, that's a promising size. Promising size, 51-8670, 51-8670 X-ray. All right, we got a little one of those expandable doggy bowls for Dave, along with one of those sonic trainers to get his attention. So far, he already comes to me whistling, but I'm not a very good whistler. I just do the, you know. Okay, so we got this guy and this guy. These are definitely different. This one's real skinny and this one's real big. All right, we got this little box. That'll work. Okay. Skadoosh. Oh, buddy. Hey, bud. Welcome. I have created a nice covered porch here on the top of the excavator. It's supposed to rain today, and with all the other mishaps we've had, and all the time I've spent doing this service, I didn't want to get any rain in here, so I put a tarp over. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and take the big old canister thing that we rebuilt yesterday. We'll go ahead and put that in. I'm going to clean out the bottom. It's really deep, but I'm going to see if I can sop up as much of it as I can from here, and then we'll put the new filter in. That's right, I cleaned that yesterday. That one looks good. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of nastiness down there. That looks pretty good. Okay. All right. In. Cool. Back in. So we got that guy back in. Right now I'm just cleaning up the area around where I'm going to pull this, so that way we don't have dirt getting in there. Last thing I want is to pull this and then put a bunch of dirt in it. Of course I don't have the impact size for this, but I have sockets. Hey, 16, look at that. Should be raining here in a little bit. Oh wow, that's tight. Let's put our gloves on. I've already torn that knuckle up pretty good. David! There you are, I see you. Hi, Bubba. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you're here. I didn't hear you. I'm sure you're underneath the excavator, staying dry and hanging out. All right. Let's take this O-ring before I lose it. There she goes. There's my nasty filter. Let's see here. I think I can do that. I want to figure out how this thing comes apart.
There are a ton of off-grid and homestead channels on YouTube, and I think the one thing that most, if not all of them, have in common is that everyone spends way more time than they anticipate having to figure things out and fix things. If you are a full-time homesteader, you are more than likely spending more than half of your time just figuring stuff out. That's something that we don't know how to account for in our timetables, so we're rolling with it. This particular figure it out ended up being over a week of working on servicing the excavator itself, just so that we could get it working properly again.
Okay, so we're gonna finally clean up this pile of rubble that I had to drop from the dump bed when it got stuck. And so I'm consolidating it all up and I'll go throw it on the driveway. I threw a 1 layer of rock on it yesterday with literally hand shoveling it on there, and was able to get up it with the truck and down it with the little car, but it's still way too steep. So I got to add some fill dirt of some kind or build up more at the base to shallow up the angle a bit.
As much fun as it is to work on the excavator, Woody gets tired of sitting around and has to do something.
All right, buddy. We're taking a little break. Get you some exercise. And me. I haven't worked out in a while since we got here, pretty much. I was working out on a sort of, not really regular basis. You ready to do a little bit of running? I got sufficient energy drink in me, so. this over here? Baby, what's that over there? All right, I got a leak down here. It's got a lot of old lines on it. I figure I'm already gonna have lines off. Let's just replace all the lines. Sorry about that, you missed a little bit of footage. I forgot to format the card. So anyway, we're doing the hoses. He's gonna get all upgraded to JIC everywhere. It's going to be good. They're all Parker hoses. Typically I do the user build, you know, the field buildable ones that you actually screw together with the blue hose, the super gnarly heavy duty stuff. But the Parker dealer here doesn't have them, and cost wise they're just, I don't think I need to spend that much money. I think all hoses total, I think I got 10 hoses, and all the fittings and QDs, the female side at least, because they were worn out. I think it was like 500 bucks. Which is pretty good for a Parker dealer. So, and it's good stuff. Okay, so we got these all labeled. These guys are labeled, so I know where they go. I got my block here. I still got to take this fitting off, and they're kind of a pain. So hopefully we can get it off there. Oh! All right, we got new fittings. All -6 down here, quarter MPT, which goes to my new QDs. And they're such cuties. Look at them, they're so pretty. Oh yeah, that is so much better. 3 more. All right, so new hoses. She works much better now. She doesn't have any of that stutter that she had before, which was an air leak, more than likely due to those weeping hoses. I'll put some chafe guard around these guys and these guys, but as you can see, they get nowhere near that the tie rod area or the tire of that knuckle. So I can easily just put a wrap around those and kind of pull them up like that, and then they won't get touching this guy. We did it! It's done! Let's go home. Alright. Today, rain or shine, we are going to finish, at least work on finishing my buddy's driveway where the excavator's at, so I can get the excavator back up here and working. Gonna hook the new trailer up. She's only 10 feet long, so I'm probably gonna have to lift the bucket and the box blade on the tractor to get it to fit. I'm already at height, and we should be good. This is the smoothest one I've done by myself right here. Get out of my truck. Get in the back. Get in the back, dog. You're killing this, Mom. Dude, stop farting. Oh my god. Oh, that's horrendous. Oh, so close. Move! 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 Can you get over? Okay, there's one. And two. We're back at the neighbor's property. Just been kind of like misty and sort of raining off and on all day. We're gonna go ahead and spread one thin layer of rock from the river on the bottom here before we start throwing fill dirt and rubble and stuff. I'm hoping, we as in myself and I, that this layer of rock will allow everything to just sheet off and not get stuck to the bottom. Because last time with the big dump, I spent about an hour and a half with a shovel with the dump all the way up, scraping all the dirt off because it was stuck, because it was moist. So we're hoping this works. All right.
Not only did our neighbors have this awesome creek to pull all of this rock from, but they had an old home site that had been burned down and tons of cinder block and other concrete rubble from that home site that we could use to build up the driveway. So all of the different rubble that you see that we've been using over the last few weeks, that's what it is. Soon we'll get down in the creek and be able to pull out some of that awesome river rock.
We got our first load loaded up. Yep. And we're gonna go see how we're gonna do this. Fingers crossed. Prayers, all that stuff. That we don't get stuck and that this goes smoothly. There's Dave, all sad because he has to be on his lead. Hi, Dave. He likes to get right up in the action all the time, so he almost gets squished. So for safety, we're putting Dave on the lead anytime I'm running equipment. So here we are right here. We're gonna see if I can get up there by by driving this direction. Let's see if we can get it in place. Alright, I think we back up a tiny bit. I've beaten this poor trailer up. I try to do too much with the excavator. Yeah, well, that should be an easy bend back. This one was from a tree because I was going to get stuck trying to back it down the driveway. She's too long, even though she's only 10 feet, and together with the truck it's too long. So that I'm going to have to bend back. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, same tree right here. Just a little sacrificial one here where the chicken light is. It still works, it's just folded up under there. I'll just have to bend it back with a pair of channels. That one's going to be a little bit harder. This one shouldn't be too hard, just a big pair of channels and bend it back up. It didn't bow too much. At least I got a good deal on it, so. Dang it. Dang it! Okay, Dave is losing his mind behind me on his lead because he can't be trusted to be around equipment. He gets way too close and tries to get in front of it and stuff. Tries to lead it or something, I don't know. He doesn't want to be left out. Yes, I found another lab with separation anxiety. We're hoping that this is the last load for the fill dirt. Fingers crossed, prayers, all that.
After weeks of working on this, I know Woody was feeling really, really excited to finally have both machines up and running and the weather cooperating and to finally be making some real headway on this. But, as usual, as soon as we start hitting our stride on a project, it takes a turn. This one's no exception. If there's anything we've figured out thus far, this project is no exception to that rule. That's for sure.
All right. So as you can see, we have a hydraulic leak in the cab. I was spreading out some of this stuff and backing up, and then I just saw geyser out the side of this panel right here. It looks like we lucked out and it's a hose of some kind because it's wet up here. Maybe we lucked out and it's a hose, or that's just splatter. I took the panel off the front here because this side one is impossible to take off because of that bolt right there and the cylinder. So I don't know how you're supposed to take it off. I don't know if you have to fold the whole stick in and lay it down in order to get to that, or pull it all the way up. I don't know. Anywho, still trying to find the leak. Typically the unit is stronger than the hoses are, you know. It's made of metal, and the hoses are made of some metal and other non-metals. Yeah, I think it's one of the big ones because of how much flow we had coming out. Whatever's on the ground, that's probably maybe 2 or 3 of those, and then I've drained one. I brought the bucket over, or the tub over, and so we're just dripping to another one. So I'm hoping it is just a hose. The crazy thing is this thing's still off the ground, and so is this. So maybe it was a pilot hose to the drive motor, because it didn't seem like it was, you know, 4,000 psi or more. So I'm probably looking for a pilot line, one of the little guys, little -6s, or yeah, these look like 6s, 3/8, whatever. That's my thought.
All right, let me see what you found. Okay.
So I'm using a 3/8. I think she can handle it. Because I don't have my deep well 18 1/2-inch drive. Let's see if she's going to round out. I might have to hold my arm down there. Hold on. Just to keep her from rounding out. All the leverage in the world. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Woo! Yes, 3/8 can handle it, baby. this. That's what it's intended for, Megan. It's a wrench extender. This is a socket wrench. Wrench.
Wrench.
It's a wrench. Oh, God. Yeah, I cracked it loose. It's just...
Still horrible.
It's got Japanese Loctite on it. I can feel it. Or paint. Probably paint. That's Japanese Loctite. Lead-based. It's good for you. Well, I didn't grow up next to a regional airport, so how else am I going to get my lead? That's right, kids. Leaded fuel, unregulated in all small aircraft, piston-driven. Still using lead fuel. So, tell your parents, don't put us near a regional airport. Yeah, working on this is like, it's like bad sex. I'm very sore. It's not enjoyable.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you think you get raped with the cost? No.
No.
You haven't been raped yet.
It's the labor.
All right, so we got the hose end off on that end. Now I got to get access to the swivel. We'll take this panel off and try to figure out which hose is that one on the swivel end. Let's take these guys down. Okay, we got the top ones off, which means we should be able to rock this out. Come on. There's one. There's two. Oh. Get pretty good. Let's go down here. Hi. Okay, we're gonna see if we can find out which one we are here. Oh, I found it. Found it first shot. Okay, and yes, we are the bottom one. Of course we're the bottom one. Why wouldn't we be? I'll go ahead and mark that from the top so I can see it. Okay, found it. All right, so it's the next day. We got our new hose made. It was actually cheaper than I thought it would be. I had to go to the cat dealership to get it because the Parker dealership didn't have, I figured this would be a problem, this extra long 90. So this is our new one. They come capped, thankfully. I also got new O-rings for the fittings as well. This other one. Don't fall, don't you fall. I don't think I have any rags. Unprepared. Oh yeah, that one's good.
It probably seems like all we do is buy parts for stuff and install them and do a little work in between, and you wouldn't be wrong in thinking that that's how this has gone. That's pretty much it. And it's not what we're used to, but you know what? We're getting through it. One fix at a time, we're getting this done. The next day, Woody got out here with my dad, and the first order of business was getting the thumb pulled up so that we could start scooping and truly excavating with the excavator.
Oh yeah, that's heavy as hell. Okay, let me, want me to pick it up a little bit?
Initially, Woody was going to try to pound the big, gigantic pin thing back in that's supposed to hold this whole thing up so that you don't have to rig something like we're doing right now.
Another ratchet strap.
Yeah, I will. When you get down there.
Yay!
Are you gonna get away from that thing or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you want this stuff at? You got a place for this in there?
I'm just gonna put it in here. Yeah.
So the boys are about to caravan down here. I was gonna go work on the firewood rack, but if they're moving, I'm staying. Because I want to see this. It's been such a long time coming. I think we've been here for 3 weeks. In between issues with the weather and issues with just learning the excavator, we've been held up most of that time. Learned a lot, but not made a lot of progress. Yay! Go, Woody, go!
What do you say? This whole town could be red by the end of the day. If you feel alright, we could throw it and drive. With the radio up so loud they can hear us a mile.
Ready to run!
Never come down. When the sun comes up, we'll be feeling how we do right now. My heart's on fire, coming down to the wire. While the world sleeps, we'll keep burning brighter and brighter.
Careful, that door will get you. One more of those. One more. You're almost there. There you go. Just brush it off. That's it? Yep. Yay!
All right, so we just dropped our second load, and we're gonna see how the John Deere do spreading it out. So he's gonna use the back of the blade initially to, or back of the bucket, I should say, to spread it out. Obviously we really want to fill in these spots right here.
Feeling pretty good. Everybody jumped back in their machines and ran back to the creek to fill another load. We had no way of knowing that, yet again, this project would throw another curveball. But it did. And as usual, Woody took it in stride, and I'm thanking God that he's able to fix stuff.
All right. So I think my IPR O-rings are busted on my 7.3 because I'm draining back really, really fast and not building any oil pressure. I got a brand new oil pump, not going anywhere. So my buddy pulled me up, and now my heavy ass won't roll down its own with no brakes, no nothing. Like it's not rolling back. So now we have to pull it back with the John Deere to try to get it out of the way. Such a pain. Anyway. Alright, so the truck is back. It's hooked up to the trailer. Oh no, you probably can't see that. Anyway. I went ahead and overfilled it to see if it would prime. It did. And then I dropped it back down to normal operating level of oil, and she started right back up. So I don't know why it lost prime on the low pressure oil pump. It's a brand new oil pump. It's got a wear plate and everything. If it does it again, then I'll go ahead and pull the oil pump and see if it's wearing into the wear plate at all, and check tolerances. But we're back here. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this real quick with the box blade to get rid of all the tire marks and ruts and stuff, and then we'll keep bringing rock and start putting rock up here.
In Woody's 34 years, he's never been known to be a patient person, but I think you can see from the way that this project has gone that although he is not patient, he has some gumption and perseveres, and there was not a single day that he came home and wanted to give up on this, although there were many days that he came home really unhappy with the project as a whole, because who wouldn't be? Our long-term goal has not changed at all. We're here to build an off-grid homestead, and the fact that he's able to just continue going and figuring things out and learning and doesn't become resentful about it is going to be one of the biggest assets that we have. It's definitely something that's served him well so far in life. I really hope that maybe by sharing on this channel and documenting everything, that's something that that our son and whatever this second baby ends up being will be able to learn and carry with them. On another note, we both kind of see this channel as our way of scrapbooking what it is that we're doing out here, because after all, this is a pretty big adventure, and I don't have time to sit down and actually scrapbook. So hopefully both of our kids, however many we end up with, will be able to look back at this and enjoy all of it. Because what would be more cool than having a video of your parents building your home.
Hey there. I got to run the excavator over the driveway because I think I'm done with the rock on it, and then I'll park it and then be heading home. Cool beans. Love you. Bye.
Make sure that you're subscribed because next week we're going to be bringing in culverts and hopefully getting started on our own driveway. If not putting in the culverts initially, then just hauling a crap ton of rock over to our property, excavating the rest of this creek for our neighbors so that it doesn't flood so badly next time and erode the banks. And yeah, actually do what we came here to do. It's been a long time coming, so we are glad to be at this part of the project. Until next week, thanks for being here. If you really want to support our channel, make sure that you like this video, leave us a comment, tell us where you're watching from, or just your thoughts. We would really appreciate it. It truly helps our channel. Thank you so much for everything. See you next week.